following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race for season number 7 of the NRLOA Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. We come to the Eldora Speedway to see who gets that reserve for season number 8. 28 drivers in the field here tonight, and they are led by a guy who advanced from the open. Fastest time in qualifying earlier today on the NRLOA channel was Juan Garcia in the number 6. So alongside our defending champion Elijah Gordon for the All-Star Race, and this is how it is going to work. We have ourselves 3 segments, 3 20-lap segments here at Eldora. At the end of segment 1 and segment 2, the field will be inverted. End of 3 segments, we'll take the average starting positions of all the drivers and line them up from the best to the worst starting position, best finishing position, I should say, average finishing position. And that last 10-lap shootout will determine the winner of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. The catch is you have to stay on the lead lap. If you're a lap down in one of the segments, you're going to be done for the rest of the event. And we saw in the open yesterday a couple of guys finish a couple laps down. So alongside Carter Friesen, do you think we're going to end up with anybody a lap down in this first segment or even the other segments, or do you think everyone's going to stay on the lead lap and stay in contention for the victory?
Well, because of how short this track is, it's very easy to go a lap down. If you're at the tail end of the field, that's definitely not where you want to be, though. You want to try and stay up front. Don't go contending for the win too soon, obviously, because that could end with your day being done.
Definitely, and you're only going to contend for the win in that final segment, and the other segments are just trying to get the best average finishing position. But on the other hand, if you win the first segment, you're going to start last for the next segment, so it's going to be very interesting to see how the strategy plays out for this race here tonight. There is no damage on the cars, special modifications so these guys can take as many hits as they want to, and of course there are no cautions turned on either, and thank God, no pit stops. We didn't have an issue in Indianapolis, thankfully, but this season's been kind of crazy when it comes to those pit stops. But thankfully, we'll have a nice clean race here, or clean for the most part. They might wreck around a little bit, but for the most part, it's going to be a great race here tonight for the 7th edition of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. Zachary Fitzwater won the first one back in Season 1. He's in this race here today. Season 3 was won by Stuart Cratton. Season 5 was won by Jesse Turner. And last season, this race won by Cody Sill. Those 4 guys are in this race here today. Michael James and Cameron Black, couple other former All-Star Race winners, not in the series this season. But this race tends to favor guys who have had long losing streaks. When Stuart Cratton won in Season 3, he had not won a race in Season 1. When Jesse Turner won in Season 5, he had not won a race in Season 2. And last season, Cody Sill might have been the first guy who actually won this race and actually won a race within the season other than Zachary Fitzwater when he won in Season 1. But either way, this race favors his guys who need good runs, so might see a Matt Dalio and Victor Lane here today. Some notables not in the race. Trey Bartow is not here in this event here today. Did not have a win in Season 6 or this season. Nicholas Samadio's not in, but he wasn't in Season 6. And, of course, Garrett Sonor, who's still going for his first wins in Season 4, has missed the show again for the All-Star Race. Kind of tough to see this guy's not in the event, but unfortunately, that's just the way it goes, and rules are rules. Sorry, Justin Haley fans. But anyways, let's go ahead and head trackside for the command in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. The winner with a Season 8 reserve. Let's see who gets it done. But first, we gotta fire those engines here at Eldora.
Drivers, start your engines.
And a great command there to fire these guys up for the Season 7 Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. We're going to wait just a little bit to get these guys to roll off the starting lineup. And yesterday's second place finisher in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Open was Juan Garcia. He got the fastest time in qualifying earlier today. He's starting alongside the defending Chick-Fil-A Cup Series champion, who is going to be in the chase this season, by the way. He made it in last Saturday morning at Indianapolis, and he's driving number 5 alongside number 6 Juan Garcia on the front row. The Pocono winner from earlier this season, Matt Tuck, for Beast Racing in an uncharted ride, but here that doesn't really matter because everybody's just going for the win. There are no points, so we have 4 uncharted drivers in this race, a little bit more than normal. But Matt Tuck, the winner from Pocono earlier this season, he's alongside Cameron Growlings in the Season 6 Daytona 500 champion. Cookie Helms won Talladega earlier this year. Season 6 Talladega winner that same race was Isaac Nichols. Nichols also won at Road America last season and at Indianapolis last Saturday. And in his final Chick-Fil-A Cup Series season, we'll see what he can do here in the All-Star race. Justin Heath, the winner of the All-Star Open last night, alongside the 74 Dale Salzman. Salzman, the winner of last year's Coke 600. Ace Garcia and Richard Kinghart. Garcia at Road America, Kinghart at Atlanta and Daytona this year. Our defending Daytona 500 champion of Zachary Fitzwater is alongside Justin Roberts. Pace cars pulled in. The Season 7 Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race is green from Eldora. Lap 1, led by Juan Garcia, holding off Matt Tuck. Remember, it's the average finishing position of the first 3 segments that determine the starting lineup for the final 10-lap segment. And at the end of the first and second segments, we invert the field. So if you win this segment, you're starting last in segment number 2. But you do get that average finishing position, bit of a boost if you do win a segment. Matt Tuck leading the field in the 98. Here comes Justin Heath and Juan Garcia there, side by side, the 2 guys who advanced from the Open. He raced their way in from the Open, I should say. Tristan Allen, the fan vote winners in this event here tonight as well. Ace Garcia, your driver, up to the 2nd position.
And that's good for Ace because he's gonna want to go for this win, but doesn't want to go for it too soon as Fitzwater now moves to the inside.
Zachary Fitzwater almost won this event last year here at Eldora, but on the final lap, he overshot the final corner. And Cody Sill dove to the inside to take the All-Star victory away, where he's going to take the lead away from Matt Tuck. Here comes the other Friesen driver at the 68 of Alexander Rowe. Stuart Gretton won this All-Star race when it was at Armory Digital in season number 3. And he's currently running in the 3rd position. When Zachary Fitzwater won the All-Star race, we had it at the Coca-Cola Super Speedway. So, this is the 4th different racetrack we've held the All-Star race in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. Alexander Rowe to the point in number 68. He takes it away from the number 9. 3 wins last year for this driver at Daytona, Dover, and Rockingham, UK. Grattan up to the 2nd position. Elijah Gordon. And there's Juan Garcia back up to 4th from the pole here at Eldora. Stapleton taking the 5th position away. He got the win at Martinsville earlier this year. He's running strong right now in the number 54.
Can we not just decide on one track for the All-Star race? We've gone to so many, but every track has put on a great show for these drivers. As you see back there, couldn't tell who that was. That was a yellow car there, the 77, or 22, excuse me.
Nichols.
Yeah.
Almost got into it there with his teammate, Nathan Stapleton. And no one around, Brad Stover and Christian Vargas. And if these guys go a lap down, they will not advance on to the next segment. Brad Stover, our points leader in the series, just went a lap down in the number 99. How about that? The most dominant guy of the season might not even make it onto the next segment of the All-Star race. That's a heartbreaker for Brad Stover, 2-time winner this season. Here comes Grattan in the 25 to the inside. Juan Garcia, he takes it away from him halfway through this segment. Segment 1 in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race at Eldora.
Yeah, and Brad Stover, when he went a lap down, he just about took out Alexander Rowe in the 68. He came right up in front of him, so that wouldn't have been good for my team.
It wouldn't have. Number 06 on the verge of going a lap down. That is Christian Vargas. He got spun around with Brad Stover there. He's in the outside. Grattan stays behind. Elijah Gordon looking to take the lead away in the number 5. Our defending champion. Both of these drivers are in the chase this season. They're both going to be fighting for a championship in the next 10 races. And they're fighting it out on the racetrack here in this first segment. They want to get this segment win and get the best average finishing position so they get the best starting position in the final 10-lap segment here at Eldora. We'll have to see how that all goes down for those guys. But either way, Elijah Gordon to the inside. As Stuart Grattan, he takes it away. Vargas still on the lead lap. I don't know how he's doing it, but if he can stay on the lead lap, he'll still have a shot at victory here tonight.
And if he does stay on the lead lap, that'd be huge for him. And then also, because he'd be the last car on the track, he would start first for segment 2, but looks like now he will fall lap down. He's going to have to try and fight back to get back on the lead lap.
That's a tough break for Christian Vargas. Got into it with Brad Stover, and both of those guys go a lap down, which means that they will be knocked out from contention here in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. How about Friesen Motorsports? Alexander Rowe and Ace Garcia, neither of those guys have made it to the chase this year, but they're doing pretty solid right now, and Alexander Rowe looking to take it away from the number 5 for the lead. Coming to 2 laps to go in segment 1 of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race, and the 68. Gonna lead lap number 18 with 2 laps to go. Vargas still has a chance at getting back up there. He's got a fast race car. He got around Ace Garcia. He's gonna get around Elijah Gordon. All he needs to do is get around Alexander Rowe, and he's still in this thing.
Yeah, but that was the white flag right there, so Vargas is gonna have to really try and get there. Not going to be able to do it, though. So that sucks for Vargas.
Alexander Rowe will win segment 1 of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. Christian Vargas and Brad Stover are eliminated from competition here tonight as they both finish a lap down in segment 1. I think Ace Garcia got second. Now we got third behind Elijah Gordon. Daniel McMillan found his way to the 4th position in the number 75. And then Nathan Stapleton rounds out the top 5 in the number 54. Interesting first segment right there. And tough bugs to Christian Vargas and Brad Stover. 2 rookies as well. We're only going to be left with, I think, 5 rookies? Maybe 4. Yeah, we don't have too many rookies in this race. And the rookies have been doing a really good job consistency-wise this season in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series as well. So going to be kind of interesting to see a lot of those guys not be in the rest of the race, but still, Christian Vargas, Brad Stover, especially Stover, I mean, he's the points leaders in the chase, got the top seed and everything. Vargas did get that Coke 600 win, just couldn't get it done here tonight. Unfortunately, he's got caught up with Brad Stover there. So we're now down to 26 guys. Jay Jefferson and Tristan Allen will start on the front row for this next segment. Let's see what they do in segment number 2 of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race here from Eldora. Back here at Eldora, hear the fans kind of yelling back in there. Don't normally hear that, but either way, we've inverted the field. Jake Jefferson was the last guy on the lead lap in segment number 1. He'll start alongside Tristan Allen in row 2. Our last All-Star Race winner, Cody, still alongside Matt Tuck and John Arndt, the top 5. You see Alexander Rowe, our last winner, the winner of segment number 1. In the last starting position, both Christian Vargas and Brad Stover out of the race as they both finished a lap down in segment number 1. Here we go. Number 16 at Jay Jefferson. Hanging on to the lead for now. Here comes John Arndt in the 05. 3 wide to the inside of Sill and All-Star fan vote winner, Tristan Allen.
Yeah, Arndt has had a fairly decent car so far. Yeah, I'd say he's doing pretty good here now in 3rd. But remember, he did not get a very good finish in the last segment.
He didn't, but it is just the average finishing position, so, you know, win the next 2 segments, you're probably going to start up there for the final segment, and you might not even want to start on the front row for the final segment either. You might want to be kind of maybe midway through the field, I should say. Tongue-tied there, don't know why. Matt Gallio is just taking lead away, and we haven't said that in a long time, but it's kind of nice to say that again. Justin Roberts and Justin Heath right behind him, and yeah, for that final segment, you might want to start kind of midway through the field. So, you know, the guy who wins this race might not even have talked about the entire event. Roberts to the inside for the lead. Lap 5 at 20. A lot of passing going on for the lead right now, but Roberts pulling away just a little bit there. Here comes Garlington in the 13. Cody still trying to move his way back up in the 37.
Now, looks like Dodge has had some very fast cars so far for the All-Star weekend here. Currently in 3rd, 4th, and now going to fall back to 5th, actually. Then 6th is there as well. So Dodge doing fairly decent.
They have won over half of the races so far this season as well, so I think they got a pretty good program. The thing is, the NRLOA Motorsports team, which won't be NRLOA Motorsports next year, will be switching to Toyota. So they're going to lose some of their guys next year, but we'll have to see what Dodge can do in season number 8. But either way, Cameron Garlington has gone to the lead here in segment number 2, trying to pull away. Cody still looking strong again. Like I said, he won this race last year, and he's going to be a chase driver this year. A very solid season for Cody Sill, and just like that, right to the inside of Cameron Garlington for the lead.
Yeah, very nice move here. He might be able to get it here. He has the inside, which is the advantage. The outside usually hits the wall there off turn 4. Didn't that time. That time Sill had the advantage.
Cody Sill now out front here in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race, right where he left off last year from Eldora. Here comes John Art in the 05, the 18 of Cookie Helms, who got the win at Talladega earlier this year. His first ever Chick-fil-A Cup Series victory and his first ever season, technically. He's a Turkey Hill Hot Series driver. And we'll have to see what he can do in tonight's race, because he's up to 3rd now in this second segment. John Art to the inside of Cody Sill. He takes the lead away halfway through segment 2 of the Chick-fil-A All-Star race.
Yeah, that 18 car looks pretty plain right now, but I'm sure that they'll end up with some sort of paint scheme design soon with the way that they've been performing. Very strong.
No, they won't, actually, because you get the same scheme the entire season because I'm very uncreative. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, but
either way,
seasons to come.
Either way, they just went to the lead. Cookie Helms taking it away, lap 13 of 20, going to the number 18. Justin Roberts has been very strong in this session. He's to the inside of John Art there for second. We're not really seeing a lot of guys who we saw up front earlier on in the first segment in this segment. There's the number 68. Look at where he is. He's kind of deep in the field right now. And fascinatingly enough, the guy who started on the pole for this segment is right now. Oh, and around! Salzman in the 74. And it looks like he might be stuck.
Yeah,
and he is going to get knocked out here in the Chick-fil-A All-Star race because of that one. As you see those guys go around him a lap down. A tough break for the number 74, Dale Salzman. Last year's Coke 600 winner, the only uncharted driver to advance on from a win last season. It's not going to be a win in the All-Star race for him, for the Tanker Motorsports machine. He's the only guy a lap down so far. You might want to watch out for Alonso in the 40. He's a little bit behind there for Zach Ryan International. But either way, Justin Roberts for Hamill Racing Enterprises. Hamill's 1-2 right now. They won at Indianapolis. All 4 of their cars has won this season. They got 5 wins on the season, but they got nobody in the chase. So a very odd team right there, a very strong team. And oh, in the wall, John Art goes around Cody Sill. And John Art lost it through the corner. And they're starting to pile up a little bit. And John Art's there. He might get lapped if he doesn't get going right now. There's Justin Roberts coming up at turn number 2. John Art trying to hang on. It's going to be the white flag next time by for Justin Roberts. John Art will cross it. So he will barely, and I mean barely, stay in contention for this event. Here comes Cookie Helms to the inside of Justin Roberts for the lead on segment number 2. John Art got loose off of turn 2 and lost it. And it looks like Cookie Helms is going to win segment 2 here in the Chick-fil-A All-Star race. A close call there for John Art in the 05. The benefit for him, he will start on pole for the 3rd segment of the Chick-fil-A All-Star race.
With the last lap pass. Wow.
Cookie Helms, winner of segment number 2. We'll see how this whole thing averages out once we get to it, but segment 3's up next. We'll have to see who gets it done in segment number 3. That's how they line up for segment number 2. Dale Salzman will fail to finish here today. He'll be knocked out. He finished 6 laps down, and he will unfortunately fail to qualify for segment number 3. But we're going to have 25 guys now on the racetrack, with Cookie Helms starting in the back and John Art with Alonso on the front row. And they didn't really move all the way around too much in this segment either. The guys in the back didn't really move up front, so you might want to get a starting position pretty good in that final segment. We're just going to have to see how it all averages out. Let's go ahead and get to segment number 3 here in the 2018 Chick-fil-A All-Star Race. Here we are For segment number 3 of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race. 25 drivers now left as Dale Salzman finished a lap down in segment number 2. John Hart almost got eliminated. He stayed on the lead lap. He will start in the first position alongside here Jalarvin Alonso, Elijah Gordon, Jake Jefferson, and John Stewart, the top 5 for segment number 3. Helms won the second segment. He starts last. Let's see who gets the third segment, and we'll figure out the average for the final segment. John Hart with the jump on the start in segment 3.
He got a nice jump there.
Here comes Elijah Gordon in the number 5 machine. And John Hart does not have a good average at this point. He finished 5 positions away from last place in the first segment and last in the final, or in the last segment we did. So he definitely wants to get a good finishing position for this segment if he's going to have a good chance at possibly getting the victory in the final one. But right now he's falling back. John Stewart is up to the second position in the 04 as Elijah Gordon continues to lead in the number 5. Here comes Richard Kinghart in the 47, two-time winner this season, up to the third position. The 25 machine, driven by Stuart Gretton, and Isaac Nichols moving his way through the field in the number 22.
I know we're only in the third segment here, but Elijah Gordon has done a nice job tonight. He's probably led the most laps, if not like the second or third most, but he's been up front a lot.
Yeah, didn't really get up front in segment number 3, or segment number 2, I should say. But he finished second in segment number 1, so if he wins this segment, he might have a pretty good average. And right now, it doesn't seem like these guys are moving their way through the field as easily as they did last year, so the higher up you are, the better chance you're going to have at winning the main event. But Stewart's going to take it away. John Stewart to the inside of Elijah Gordon for the lead. Here comes Isaac Nichols, and hello, it's Tristan Allen. Beast Racing driver who got in through the fan vote. And he still hasn't won a Chick-Fil-A Cup Series race yet, and he's been in every single race since the beginning of season number 3. A little frustrating for Tristan Allen, and they just barely missed the chase as well. He came into the final race 3 points ahead and finished well outside the top 20, and he ended up falling back. And I think John Stewart, I should say, hit the outside wall. Nichols almost got around him on the outside, and here comes Tristan Allen in the number 2. Right now, his average isn't the best, but he did get a top 10 in the last segment, and he already moved his way up to the lead less than halfway through this segment, so we'll have to see what he can do. He's got Cameron Garlington behind him. A couple of Chick-Fil-A Cup Series veterans right there. Of course, there are a lot of Chick-Fil-A Cup Series veterans in this race. Here comes John Hart in the 05, started on the pole. He's up to third now, and Elijah Gordon moves his way back through the field in number 5. Garlington to the lead, to the inside of Tristan Allen.
That was a nice move by the number 13. John Hart is going to try and go with them, and now Tristan Allen will either fall back to third or fourth. Looks like it'll be fourth. He shouldn't. No, he's not going to be able to get back down. He's going to lose another position right here.
Here comes John Stewart in the 04, Matt Tuck in the 98. Just to let you guys know, that final segment's going to be short. We're already past how long that final segment's going to be. It's only going to be 10 laps long, so you definitely want to be up front for that one, I think, because it's not going to take too much time before that final segment is over once it begins. Elijah Gordon finished second in segment 1. He's second right now in segment 3. John Hart in the outside, and here comes the 5 to the point. Lap 12 in segment 3 of the All-Star race.
And like I've said, Elijah Gordon has been doing a nice job tonight, so he would definitely like to get this All-Star race win, last season's champion of the series. And what about a contact there between Garlington and Stewart?
Yeah, Garlington got wicked loose off the corner, and he bumped around there with the 04. He's falling back in the middle lane. Matt Tuck on the inside for third. John Stewart for the lead on Elijah Gordon. Stewart and Gordon have been up front quite a bit in this segment. Stewart has not gotten the best of runs so far in this All-Star race, but he's now the leader in segment number 3. Matt Tuck trying to close his way through the field here. Matt Tuck got that win at Pocono in a pretty dominating fashion as well, and he's currently up front here in the number 98, taking the lead away. John Hart a little bit wide off the corner there. Here comes Fitzy. Zachary Fitzwater, Season 1 winner, knows what happened to him last year in this race. He does not want that to happen again. We're just going to have to see how it all goes down for him. Matt Tuck is now out front. We had an uncharted guy win the second segment. Might have another uncharted guy win this one with Matt Tuck in the number 98, currently leading the field, but he's in the outside wall just a little bit. Stewart majorly tapped it. Here comes Garlington in the 13. 3 laps to go in segment 3 of the All-Star race.
And if I'm not mistaken, Jon Stewart is the winner at Las Vegas this season.
He is. Las Vegas and Richmond for Jon Stewart. He is going to lose that position there to Garlington, and Cameron Garlington moving his way through the field. He finished 5th in the last segment, so he started 5 positions from last in this segment, and he's already up front, looking to take the lead away from Matt Tuck. He's got the run to the inside. He's got it on the final lap of segment 3. This will definitely help the average for Cameron Garlington, and it might be Garlington getting that pole because I don't think he's finished anywhere worse than 10th so far here tonight. Winner, segment 3, Cameron Garlington in the 13. Matt Tuck 2nd. Jon Stewart finishing 3rd. Elijah Gordon. And then Tristan Allen finishing the top 5 here in segment 3 of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race. Nobody finished a lap down, but John Arndt finished deep in the... Oh! Alexander Rowe 2 laps down.
Uh-oh.
Alexander Rowe will be out of the race now in the number 68.
No!
That is a tough break for segment 1 winner. Not sure what happened to him. I don't remember him getting passed on the racetrack, but we'll have to check in and see what happened to him there. Of course, Carter, if he didn't actually get started on the segment, we would have to redo it. But
yay.
Most likely, if you guys are seeing this, it didn't happen. So, Cameron Garlington, the winner of segment number 2. That's how they line up there, and we're now going to give you guys the average. And once we start the final segment for this All-Star race, we will give you guys the starting lineup as well. We'll roll it on the screen for you so you know where everybody's starting. But Jon Stewart, or John Arndt, I should say. I get John Arndt and Jon Stewart mixed up like crazy. Last place again. He's probably going to start last for the final segment here. We'll just have to see. Cameron Garlington, the winner of segment number 3. Let's go ahead and get to the final segment of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race in 2018. Let's see who gets that reserves for Season 8. The final 10-lap segment from Eldora right now here on Napa Fan. And here we go. The final segment of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race for 2018. Starting lineup on the side of your screen. You'll see where everybody starts here. Cameron Garlington on the pole alongside Cookie Helms. They both won a segment. They're the only 2 segment winners in this final segment. Ace Garcia, Daniel McMillan in row number 2. Justin Roberts, Justin Heath in row 3. Elijah Gordon, Alex Bonsignor in row number 4. Nichols, Grattan, row 5. Make sure everybody's rolling off. They are. Here we go. Who's going to win the All-Star Race? 10 laps to decide it at Eldora. And Garlington with the jump on the start. Garcia to the inside of the 18 machine of Cookie Helms. That's for 2nd. Trying to get to the inside of Garlington. Garcia got loose and Garlington pulls away in the 13. Here comes Elijah Gordon to the inside of Justin Roberts and Cookie Helms. That's for 3rd. Tristan Allen's up here in the 2. The fan vote winner. Will the fan vote winner get the victory here tonight? I don't know. Garlington looks pretty strong right now. That number 13. And he's currently holding on to the lead. But here comes Elijah Gordon in the number 5. He's got to run to the inside. He's going to take it on lap 3. We only have 7 laps to go in this event here at the Eldora Speedway. Tristan Allen moving to the inside of Cameron Garlington. That's for 2nd. Nathan Stapleton. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater looking to gain his vengeance from last season in the All-Star race. He's up to 5th. Tristan Allen, his teammates, up to 2nd. Allen to the inside of Gordon. That's for the lead. And Tristan Allen leads at the halfway point of the final segment in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race. Here comes the 54, Nathan Stapleton. He's moving his way up front. Fitzwater is on a mission, though. Isaac Nichols up to 5th. It might be one of the top 4. Tristan Allen pulling away right now in the number 2 machine. They're 3 wide for 2nd. Zachary Fitzwater to the inside of Stapleton and Gordon. And the number 9 takes it away. Here comes Stapleton, unable to get to the inside of Fitzwater. It's 3 laps to go in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race. The moment Tristan Allen has been waiting for since the beginning of his career. A win in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. And while it might not be official if he gets it here tonight, it's still the first time he would have ever won anything in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. But he's run that high line quite a bit. And here comes Fitzy in the number 9. They're coming to the white flag in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race. 1 lap to go for Tristan Allen at Eldora. Will Tristan Allen finally get it done, or will Fitzwater get his second All-Star win? Stapleton there in third. He's not going to have enough time. Final corner. Here he comes. Zachary Fitzwater. Tristan Allen. Just like last year. No! Tristan Allen has finally gotten a win in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. He's got the Season 8 reserve. He's got the Season 7 Chick-Fil-A All-Star race at Eldora. The fan vote winner wins it on the dirt here tonight. How about that for Tristan Allen? He's finally got it made in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. Quite an unbelievable run for our fan vote winner. And he did pretty good in the first 3 segments to get him to this point. Final 2 segments were both top 10s. And a good starting position to put him in position to get the victory here in the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race. He still doesn't have an official Chick-Fil-A Cup Series win yet. But he'll be in next season of the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series with this victory here tonight for Beast Racing in the number 2. Tristan Allen wins here at Eldora. How about that for Beast Racing? 1-2 with the only 2 drivers they had. Actually, they did have Matt Tuck. Forgot about Matt Tuck. But such a great run for those guys. They got it done here tonight. Tristan Allen, the winner of the Chick-Fil-A All-Star race. Zachary Fitzwater, Nathan Stapleton, Richard Kinghart, and Justin Heath, the top 5. Of course, it doesn't really matter what the finishing results are beyond second because only the winner counts in this one. And it was Tristan Allen. The fans, you guys are the ones who got him this victory here tonight because if you guys didn't vote for him, he wouldn't have been here. And he was able to do it. How about that for Tristan Allen? First time he's won anything in the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series, and while it's not a points-paying win, it's definitely a win. Tristan Allen will remember for his entire career. Oh, excuse me. That's how excited I am. But either way, Tristan Allen is going to be in Season 8 of the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series next season. Most likely going to be returning to Beast Racing. We'll have to see what he decides to do. But Tristan just hit me up and tell me what you want to do for next season. You go ahead and wait till get all the teams figured out for next season, but pretty sure Tristan Allen's going to be returning as he's got a reserve now for season number 8 of the Chick-Fil-A Cup Series. Thank you guys so much for watching here tonight for this fun event. And it's Friday night. We're going to begin tomorrow, right, with the Bristol stuff because we got Turkey Hill Series racing for Bristol tomorrow night. And then Friday night, it is the Crystal Night Race at Bristol. That for 100 laps around the world's fastest half mile to begin the Season 7 Chick-Fil-A Cup Series chase. Just stick around. It's going to be a good one. Friday night, so not too long from now either. But anyways, Tristan Allen just barely missed the chase this season, and 1 win too late for him. But either way, he's still going to be happy about that one. The winner of the Season 7 Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race here from Eldora. Fitzwater, bridesmaid again. I just remembered that. He almost won this thing last year, finished second, and I thought he was going to put Allen in the wall like Cody Still did last year, but he didn't do so, and Tristan Allen got the victory here tonight at the Eldora Speedway. On behalf of Carter Friesen, he left to go eat his chicken nuggets. Thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Tristan Allen, your winner of the Season 7 Chick-Fil-A All-Star Race, and hey, just a fun event. No points, so we'll focus on that Friday night. Congratulations to Tristan Allen once again. And I will see you guys later.